Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to Wainwright for the final game of the round robin in this year's Hockey Alberta Senior AA Provincial Championships. We've got your host, Wainwright Rustlers, against the Elk Point Elks in a familiar matchup between two Sask-Alta Senior Hockey League opponents. We'll get to the action here shortly after we hear from the PA announcer and the singing of O Canada.
Game 6 of Hockey Alberta Senior AA Provincials between the Elk Point Elks and the Wainwright Rustlers. Your starting goalies for Elk Point, number 33, Brady Fraser. For the Wainwright Rustlers, number 49, Austin Pryor. Tonight, we would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the traditional territory of the Indigenous peoples of the Treaty 6 region and the Métis settlements and Métis Nation of Alberta, regions 2, 3, and 4. We respect the histories, languages, and cultures of First Nations, Métis, Inuit, and all First Peoples of Canada, whose presence continues to enrich our community. It is at this time we ask everyone to rise if able to remove your hats to the flames of O Canada.
And we're ready to go for Game 6 of the round robin. Rustlers and Elks, as I mentioned, familiar matchup for Rustlers fans. These two teams play together in the Sask-Alta Senior Hockey League. They played 6 times in league play this year. Twice in the regular season. Where the Rustlers defeated them in the opening game of the year. And then beat them again in January, but then ended up losing to the Elks in 4 games in the best-of-5 opening round series in the playoffs. And now they do battle on the provincial stage. And the Elks have the puck here and bury one early. The Elks take a 1-0 lead. It's Ori Wood banging home a loose puck in the crease after a shot from Beatty from the point. And that gives the Elks a 1-0 lead just 36 seconds into this one. Didn't get a chance to get to our starting goaltenders for the Elks. It's Grady Frazier, their regular number 1 goaltender, and for the Rustlers, Austin Pryor, the Irma product who they picked up to man the crease this tournament alongside Thomas Eisman. Pryor started yesterday's game and pick up the victory against the Siksika Buffaloes.
Welcome to the
And
Buffalo
Fraser
Provincial Championship,
played the opening game of the tournament for the Elks, one which they lost to the Buffaloes.
For updated scores and standings from the weekend, go to Provincials.ca.
Now Berg carries it out from behind his net. Bryce Woodward sends a pass across the ice to Mackay, but he was making his way to the bench. Didn't see the puck coming, and now the Elks have a chance to turn up. This puck is picked up there by Horn, but the Elks able to gain the zone again quickly. They toss the puck in front. Nobody there to redirect it towards the net. Now the puck goes all the way down the ice, and Fraser will leave it there for his defenseman. Play blown dead for a hand pass. We'll get a face-off here just outside the Rustlers' blue line. Wainwright wins the draw here. As Fletcher and Connor James go back and forth in their own end. James gathering speed as he heads to the neutral zone, steps around a couple Elks players, drops it there for Houcher, and now redirect in front by Fisher. But I believe that was blocked before it made it to the net. Fisher chips it forward, almost chases it down himself. It was just a little bit out of his reach, and now Whitford for the Elks picks it up, slides it in Rustlers' territory, and goes for a change. Now in behind the Elks net, Connor James has it knocked off his stick. Mullet plays it in front, looking for Kelvin Dicker, but couldn't connect on that pass. And now Josh Berg picks it up in the neutral zone. Willette picks it up and tries to dance around a defender, but Wood got a hold of that, played it in deep. Now the Elks stop that clearing attempt. We got it pinned against the board now. 2 Elks and 3 Rustlers in there battling for it. It finally comes loose, and Berg's there to pick it up. Flip it up in the air, but can't get it out of the zone. Dreyer makes a save on the shot from the point. Now McCluskey has it pinned there. Wood is in there along with Roy. The Rustlers knock it loose, and Dicker carries it himself down the left wing. He's got Pfister catching up to him down the other side, but that shot was steered into the corner. Now Karpachewski comes in and fires a shot that's blocked by Bird. Hamilton picks up the loose puck, sends it to Carson James. He leaves it there for Hamilton. And he can't get the pass back through a pair of skates, and the Elks come away with it. Roy sends it in deep as Pryor comes out to play the puck and leave it there for Bird. Bird's pass was picked off by Roy, and he gets it to the point. Long shot. Looked like it was deflected. But Pryor able to make the save and holds on for the faceoff. It looks like Horn is going to head to the box. Giving the Elks the first power play of the evening. The Elks win the draw to open the power play, and Leszczowski from the point. His pass got deflected into the neutral zone, and now Leszczowski picks it up. Takes his time playing it in behind the net to Beatty. Beatty sends the puck up ice to Whitney. He's gathering speed as he flies down the left wing. Slams on the brakes and spins around. Sends it to Beatty at the point. To Leszczowski. Now pass down low was deflected, but came back out to the point. Now Whitford is able to play it down low for Gagne. Out in front, Whitney couldn't get a handle of that one as he was standing in prime goal scoring territory. McCluskey able to keep it in the zone and just dumps it in to try and kill more time off this horn penalty, which has reached its halfway mark. Now Liszczowski up ice to Whitney. And he gets driven into the boards by Ouellette. The Elks maintain possession. That shot was high, about chin level. And that got knocked down before it reached the net. And the wrestler is able to clear once again. Now LeBon, right through the middle of the ice. Carries across the blue line. Steps around Connor James. Swings in behind the net. Trying to find Roy, but that pass didn't get there in time, and the wrestlers pick it up. Hamilton now down the left wing. Leaves it for Bird. His shoots. And now another opportunity, and Hamilton buries it. Cody Bird let a wrist shot go, and it caught Fraser high in the shoulder. He couldn't control the rebound, and it landed right on Hamilton's stick, and he just popped it up and over the gloved hand of Fraser to tie this game at 1-1 with a shorthanded goal from Kelvin Hamilton.
Winning's first goal scored shorthanded by number 17, Kelvin Hamilton. Assist to number 3, Cody Bird. Time of that goal, 13:52. Hamilton from Bird, shorthanded, 13:52.
The Elks now send the puck in deep, and Bird's there to pick it up. Bird couldn't find a passing lane, so he just flipped it up in the air, and it landed on Tyler Fisher's stick. His shot went wide. Now the Elks come down the other way. Roy leaves it for LeBon. He shoots, he scores! Braden LeBon regains the lead for the Elk Point Elks. And it's 2-1, 7 minutes into this game.
Elk Point's second goal, scored by number 19, Frank Lamont. Assist to number 26, Dyson Roy. And number 9, Aaron Gagne. Time of that goal, 13:01.
Puck gets swung around the boards, and Roy was there to pick it up, and the Elks keep it in the zone once again. Berg now play it off the glass, and the wrestlers will clear. It's Houcher with the puck. He slides it to Fisher. He jumped in on the rush. And the wrestlers get one back right away. It's 2-2. Connor James ties it up with a nifty wrist shot at the blocker side. And this is shaping up to be a high-scoring affair. Goals back and forth non-stop the last couple minutes. And we got ourselves a battle.
Winning's second goal, scored by number 15, Connor James. Assist to number 10, Tyler Fisher. Number 94, Chitlin Usher. And that goal, 12-24.
Now, good save made there by Fraser. It's a big rebound landed on Dicker's stick. He had a wide open cage, what it looked like, and Fraser able to kick that pad out and make the save. Now McCluskey comes away with it from along the wall and shovels it forward to Dicker. Dicker trying a centering pass. McCluskey got hauled down and couldn't get a stick on it, and now it comes out into the neutral zone. Connor James, his shot was blocked. Now Woodward had a chance to keep it in the zone, but elected to pull it back outside the blue line and start things over. His shot. First one doesn't go. Second one does, as he gathers the rebound on his initial shot. Goes into a wraparound and tucks one home on the right post. Bryce Woodward making it 3-2 for the Rustlers. Wainwright with possession off the draw.
Number 66, Bryce Woodward. Assist number 18, Ross Herzog. Time of that goal, 11:18. Woodward from Herzog at 11:18.
Now, good hit thrown there by Bryce Woodward, as the Elks able to dump it in right on goal, and Pryor holds on for the face-off. 11 minutes to go in the first period. The Rustlers now holding on to their first lead of the game. Wainwright able to clear the zone right off the face-off. Lonsberry tries to play it off the glass. Leszczowski tries to play it off the glass, but it ends up in the penalty box, so we get a face-off here just outside the Elks blue line. Bird picks it up behind his own net, sending it up to Carson James. He's able to bang it off the boards, out to the red line. The Elks quickly return the favor and send it in deep, where Roulette picks it up. Now a turnover here. Stabler, and he shovels it into the corner. Connor James is there to pick it up, though, and now we got a loose puck in the other corner. Now battle behind the net, and the Elks are going to come away with it. Stabler with it against the boards. It gets sent around the other way, and Lonsberry's shot goes wide of the net. Now the Rustlers force a turnover at center ice, but the Elks get it right back. Send it in behind the Wainwright goal. Centering pass from Wood finds nobody. Eventually he makes his way up to the point. Now the Elks send it in. Not going to be quite enough for icing. Fletcher's there to pick it up. Reverse course to Connor James. James up to Fisher, but that hopped over his stick. So now the Elks with the chance to start a rush. It's Lonsberry just inside his own blue line. Sends it to Whitney. Whitney steps around Connor James and gets hauled down. And now the Elks are going to get another power play here as soon as the Rustlers get possession of this puck. Shot by Coots, but the save is made, and rebound ends up in the corner. Boston touches the puck, and now Connor James is heading to the box for tripping. So the Elks now go to work with the man advantage. They win the faceoff. And now it's Whitney. Leszczowski at the point. Back to Whitney. He takes a whack from Bird and loses control of the puck, and the Rustlers send it all the way down the ice. Leszczowski picks it up, carrying it through the middle of the ice. cuts across the blue line and leaves it there for Whitney. Whitney is able to avoid the pressure from Herzog. And now Roy sends it to the top. Laschowski with a shot. It goes wide and ends up back to the point to Beatty. Beatty winds and fires. Save is made by the blocker of Pryor. Ends up bouncing off the glass and coming up to the point, and they work it down low quickly. Chance in front for Labonte, but the save is made, and now the Rustlers will have a chance to clear. .40 seconds remaining in the Elks power play as they turn it over in their own end. Kelvin Hamilton nearly had a golden scoring opportunity there, but it rolled off its stick. Now Laschowski looking for a passing lane. Flips it in the air and lets Gagne chase it down. The Rustlers able to clear it once again. And do so with possession as Pfister comes in, fires a shot, but it went wide of the net. 10 seconds left in the Connor James tripping penalty.
Early morning practices, late night TV, fundraisers, bake sales, and road trips, being popular as a full-time job. That's why ATV, the largest bread, presenting sponsor of the Hockey Championship.
Now the Rustlers keep it in the zone as we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. The Elks able to steal it away and quickly turn up ice. Boston forced a turnover and gets it up to Oucher quickly. The Elks swat that puck away. And now Stabler crosses the blue line. Tries to make a move to step around Horn. That puck got swatted away. Bird takes a spill behind the net. Ends up giving the puck to the Elks, but not able to get a shot off. And the Rustlers clear it down to the Elks blue line. That's going to be an icing call against the Elks, so the puck will come all the way down to the other end. We'll get a face-off with just a little over 5.5 minutes remaining in this opening period. Wainwright still out ahead, 3-2 in this high-scoring first period. A little confusion here as to which Elks players need to be on the ice after that icing call. So Roy's going to return to the bench and Stabler's going to come onto the ice. Rustlers win the draw. It's Connor James with possession. Sends it to Mullet. His shot is steered away. Now the Elks carried out of their own zone. Whitford just shovels it forward a little bit. The Rustlers pick it up, come the other way. Hamilton's all alone in the offensive zone, but Carson James jumps off the bench to join him. He gets pinned against the boards, and now a battle for it in the corner. Pfister is able to work it up to the point, and Josh Berg is there. Save is made by Frazier, but the puck makes its way back up to Berg. He slides it down low to James. Now back to Berg again. That shot from the point was deflected. A couple whacks at it too, but Frazier is able to hold on and calm things down. Another personnel matter here for the Elks as they sort out who needs to be on the ice. And we've got it sorted now as Wood comes in for the draw and wins it. Beatty around his own net gets it to Gagne. The pass to Garbaszewski was out of his reach. Now the Elks do finally get it out of their own end. Beatty knocks down that wrestler's dump attempt. He gets it up to Gagne quickly. Nice little pass over to Labonte. Labonte goes to his backhand, trying to slide down the left wing, but the wrestlers steal that puck away. And now it's Bryce Woodward turning up ice. He slows things down a little bit, drops it there for Herzog. He tries to dance around the defenseman. The wrestlers maintain possession. Looking for a scoring chance here, but too many bodies in front. They couldn't get the shot through. Now Horn at the point. Sends it to Bird. His shot was tipped a couple times. And now Herzog with a chance. But that one ends up just wide of the net. All kinds of pressure from the wrestlers here on this shift as Mackay sends it down low. Bryce Woodward picks it up now. Feeds it to Cole Horn. And Horn with a diving effort to keep it in the zone. And now the wrestlers are going to go for a change.
Tonight's 50-50 guaranteed payout of $1,000. Make sure you get your tickets.
Connor James through the middle of the ice. Crosses the blue line. Gets hauled down. No penalty called. And now puck ends up in the crowds. Just barely missing a fan. They ducked out of the way just in time. And we'll get a face-off down here in Elks territory with 2 minutes, 18 seconds left on the clock. Rustlers win the draw, and it's Connor James once again. He gets it right out in front to Fletcher. Point-blank opportunity, but he couldn't bury one. And now Wood looking to be sprung with a stretch pass. Pass is out of his reach, but no icing as he got there first. Stabler just throws one deep. Now the Elks try to set something up. Coots can't handle that pass, though, and now they have to regroup as Beatty picks it up in Elks territory. Now Fisher forces a turnover, nearly had a chance there. But Frazier's able to hold on to that before Fisher could get there. Now the Elks win the faceoff and just able to get it out of the zone. Berg has a stick tied up there and isn't able to get to the puck. The Elks have a chance to come the other way. Gagne with it now, down the right wing. Steps around to Ouellette. Tries to slide one in front, but it hits the side of the goal. Whitney dancing around a couple players. Refuses to give up possession of the puck, and now the Elks get it back to the point. Step up and fire one, but it's high and over the net by Beatty. Roy tries to send it down low, but doesn't get a lot of it, giving Ouellette a chance to pick it up.
Last minute of play, first period.
Rustlers force a turnover right at center ice, and Carson James now has possession. His shot hits the side of the net. Hamilton carries it out, fans of the pass twice. Now James trying to control this bouncing puck. Again, he puts one off the side of the net. Hamilton's there to pick it up and get it back to Cody Bird. 15 seconds left in the period. As time ticks down, the Rustlers looking for a last-second chance to add to their lead. But now the Elks get a hold of it. They got 10 seconds, and they got numbers. Roy comes in with patience. He holds on to it, but can't drag it around the outstretched stick of Cole Horn, who's sprawling to get in the passing lane. And that's going to do it for the first period. It's 3-2 for the Rustlers after 20 minutes of play, leading on the shot clock 15-6. Good first period between two familiar foes, and should be exciting the rest of the way, but we're going to take a break for the intermission. We'll be back for the start of the second period. Don't go far. We'll be back in about 20 minutes. Well, welcome back, hockey fans, as we get ready for the start of the second period. After 20 minutes of play, it's a 3-2 lead for the host Wainwright Rustlers over the Elk Point Elks, a pair of Sask-Alta Senior League hockey teams. Both teams just made their way to their respective benches. And we'll be going here shortly. It looks like we're waiting for one. I'm not sure what we're waiting for. Thought we were missing a referee, but everybody seems to be accounted for. It seems both teams are just kind of sitting around. I don't know what the delay is here. Well, while we're waiting, let's talk about what to expect tomorrow in the medal games. The Spirit River Rangers are in the bronze medal game. We know that for sure. The Rustlers are in the gold medal game. We know that for sure. All that's left to be determined is in what time slot will Elk Point play, and in what time slot will Siksika play. Elk Point is 1-1 so far through the round robin, and they trail by a goal here tonight. And Siksika is 1-1. So they're sitting on 3 points. Elk Point sitting on 2 points. If Elk Point wins tonight, they will make it into the gold medal game against the Rustlers tomorrow. If the Rustlers win tonight, they will play the Siksika Buffaloes, and the Elks will play in the early game for the bronze medal against the Spirit River Rangers, who they defeated yesterday in day 2 of the round robin. So for the Rustlers, this game doesn't mean much aside from determining who their opponent is tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. when puck drops for the gold medal game. And if you're a Wainwright hockey fan, you'd be happy to hear that the Wainwright Bisons in the Junior B Provincials down in Okotoks have earned themselves a spot in the gold medal game tomorrow as well. So a pair of Wainwright teams have a chance at earning a banner and a gold medal tomorrow afternoon. And it looks like we're now ready to go. As we line up for the face-off here at center ice. The Elks win the opening face-off of the second period.
Best Western, North Dakota.
Reedy plays it behind his own net to Longsbury. He tries to feed it up to Stabler, but it goes off his stick and deflected into Rustler's territory. Now Fletcher chipping it forward, getting it out of the defensive zone and finding Bryce Woodward. And now Zach Mackay steps in and fires and scores. The Rustlers take a 4-2 lead thanks to Zach Mackay. Fletcher doing a good job of clearing the zone and chipping it forward to find Bryce Woodward, who glided his way into the offensive zone and sent a nice little cross-ice pass to Zach Mackay, who used a little spot of patience and changed the angle just a wee bit to get the goaltender to move. Opened himself a nice little shooting lane on the glove side.
Mackay from Woodward and Fletcher at 19-26.
Now the Elks come the other way. It's Whitford crossing the line, dropping it back to Whitney. He slides it in front of the net, Got nothing doing there for the Elks. And now Hamilton turns up ice. James comes up with the puck and fires a shot. And it's kicked off into the corner, and now it comes out to the point to Horn. His shot was blocked. Ends up on the wall, where Bird goes back and forth with Carson Fletcher a couple times before they shovel it down low to Pfister. Elk's able to clear the zone, and Horn's going to be able to pick it up with some pressure in his face in the neutral zone. Now the Elks behind their own net. It's Beatty setting it forward, trying to hit Roy in stride, but out of his reach. So Beatty picks up the loose puck and tries to do it himself, but the Elks go offside, so they have to let go of the puck and tag up. Oucher tips it in deep. And Ouellette from the point plays it down to Houcher once again. Beatty spinning around to try to avoid the pressure from Fisher, but Fisher forces a turnover. Fires a shot, but that's well wide of the net. Boston loses an edge there, and the Elks are able to come away with it. Longsbury through the middle of the ice. Ends up scooping it down low, but he had gotten hauled down, and that's going to be a hook. As Brian Ouellette goes to the penalty box. And the Elks are going to get a power play here on a hooking call against Brian Ouellette. Elks win the draw, but Connor James quickly steals the puck away. He comes up ice with Bryce Woodward to his right. But with plenty of pressure, he just chips it down low and gets back to his position on the blue line. Lamont carries it in, cuts to the middle, fires a shot that's blocked. Now the Rustlers just barely able to get the puck out of the zone. And now we got some rough stuff here in front of the Elks benches. Longsbury and Bryce Woodward are going after it a little bit, but the refs are going to let the boys play. Beatty crosses the blue line. Plays it to the slot, but nobody is able to get a hold of that puck. The Rustlers get it all the way down the ice. Frazier comes out to play it to Beatty. And now Whitney trying to split the D and set off a centering pass, but that gets stolen away by Herzog, and he clears you down the ice.
215 property, on agency, multiple.
Now Wood enters the zone, tries to send it over to Coots. Ends up on Laschowski's stick, and his shot was deflected way up and in the air and out of play. So we'll get a face-off in Rustlers territory with 23 seconds remaining in the Ouellette hooking penalty. Elks win the draw, and it's Laschowski from the point. His shot looking for a redirect. Sails wide of the net. Connor James picks it up and patiently sends a saucer pass down the ice. Laschowski picks it up there. Stretch pass to Wood was picked off easily by Connor James. The Elks get it back, enter the zone, and the puck just trickled off Laschowski's stick. As he looked like he was ready to wind up for a shot. But instead, the Rustlers send the puck all the way down on goal. And now right in front, it's Dicker with a little backhand. But Fraser in a good position to make the save. Whitney picks it up, outweights Dicker, and sends the pass up to Whitford. Whitford can't handle it as he crosses the blue line, though. The Rustlers chip it to center ice, where Beatty scoops it up. Gets it to Longsbury. And now to LeBon, who has a little bit of space. Fires a high shot, and Pryor's able to hold on to that one. Caught him up high in the chest. 14 minutes and 40 seconds left in this second period. Wrestlers with the only goal of the period so far. They're looking to add to that lead and solidify their place atop the standings in this round robin. And now that puck right in the gut of Cole Horn. Wasn't quite sure where it was, but he held on to it, and the refs blow the whistle to freeze the play. And that's going to be offside on the Wrestlers. So we'll slow things down a little bit. Face off just outside the Elks blue line. It's going to be Fisher and Roy lining up to take this one, but no longer. It's going to be Clausen and Roy as Fisher got tossed. And now the face-off, right off the face-off, it ends up in the crowd and caught a young fan maybe in the face, but he looks like he's no worse for the wear. And now the Elks win the ensuing draw. Not able to handle it is Beatty. Now we have a battle in the corner, and the Wrestlers able to get it to the point. It's Cole Horn firing well wide of the net. Clausen's there to pick up the loose puck. Cycles it down low to Fisher, who got muscled off the puck, which doesn't happen often because he's a big boy. But the Wrestlers still come away with it. Horn now winds and fires, and that one is deflected up into the crowd as well. Lots of souvenirs out there tonight. But that one gets tossed back onto the ice. The Elks get possession off the faceoff. Wachowski trying to chip it around the boards. He does eventually come away with it. He's got Gagne with him, but he tries to carry it himself, and it gets knocked off his stick by Connor James. Brian Ouellette. Ouellette got dumped right at center ice, and the Elks came away with the puck, but an errant pass gave possession back to the Wrestlers right away. The Elks flip it up in the air, get it down ice, giving the Wrestlers a chance to send something the other way, and they try to spring Hamilton with the stretch pass. It goes off his stick and ends up behind the Elks net. Now Herzog sends it in front. A great chance there for Carson James. He sends that one high and shows a little frustration as he heads to the bench, giving the boards a little smack. And the Elks go offside there. So we'll get a face-off coming up as we've got 12:46 left in the second period. Wrestlers still holding on to that 4-2 lead. And they win the draw. It's Connor James with it now. Gets it to Zach Mackay. He goes across the other way to Bryce Woodward. He plays it off the boards. Leaves it there for Herzog.
Thank you for attending the Alberta Provincial Championships presented by ATV.
The Elks able to get it out to the neutral zone. The Wrestlers have to try and set something up once again. Good hit thrown there by Herzog on Beatty. And now Connor James slides it off to Mackay. Mackay down the right wing. Tries to go back to Woodward, but the pass is way behind him. And the Elks able to clear it. Whitford sends it in deep, and Whitney will give chase. He's in there with Herzog. Whitney comes away with it, sliding it around the boards. The Wrestler is able to get a hold of it again, clear it all the way down. That's going to be an icing call. And we'll get a face-off to Austin Pryor's glove hand side down here in Wrestlers territory. Kai flipping it forward, trying to find Bryce Woodward. Let the Elks control it and get it back down towards the Rustlers' blue line. Now the Rustlers tip it deep into Elks territory, where they pick it up, and Roy chips it forward, letting Karpachewski take chase. Tried to swing it over to Mullet, but didn't get anything on it. And now McCluskey tries a centering pass. Nothing doing there as well. Beatty can't enter the zone, so Labatt picks up the loose puck. See what he can do with it as he just decides to flip it in right on goal. And Pryor steers it into the corner with his blocker. Puck way up in the air. Beatty swats it down with his glove. But Dicker was able to get enough on it to clear the zone. Wood hauled down by McCluskey. And then the Rustlers ice the puck, so we get a face-off upcoming. Now Laschowski from the point. His shot was blocked by Horn. He's taken a beating with a few pucks in some sensitive spots the last little while. And he's heading straight to the bench, not even picking up his stick, holding his hand. And he looks to be in some fairly considerable pain. The trainers are going to go check on him. Rustlers win the draw, but they can't clear the zone. And now Stabler has it in the corner. Tries to get it to Laschowski. But a bouncing puck, and the Rustlers get a hold of it. Fisher down the left wing. A little toe drag and fire. But that shot was blocked, and now right out in front, Houcher with a great chance. But Frazier with an even better save. Holding on for the faceoff. As we're just a few seconds away from the halfway mark of this second period. Now the Elks with the puck heading up ice, but it trickles right into the crease of Austin Pryor, and he holds on to keep things out of harm's way. Rustlers from their own end. It's Carson James with the puck. He tries to get it to Hamilton, but that bounced off his skate. And now the Elks with plenty of pressure in Rustlers territory, but Wainwright with a good little breakout passing play, getting it to Pfister down the left wing. He drops it for Hamilton, and then Carson James whiffed on the shot, and he had a wide open cage right in front of him. Now Hamilton has it knocked off his stick, and the Elks come the other way. It's Whitney down the left wing. Swings around and drops a pass to Whitford. But Connor James intercepted that pass. Played it into the corner, and now the Rustlers with possession. Carson James off the wall up to Hamilton. He can't get a hold of that bouncing puck. He's going to go for a line change. Now loose puck scoots all the way down the ice, and it's going to be an icing call. Rustlers fans not thrilled about that icing call. But we get a face-off in the left circle down in Rustlers territory. It's going to be Roy and Herzog locking horns in on the face-off dot. And Herzog wins it this time. As the wrestlers flip it up in the air. And Bryce Woodward trying to chase it down. But he's offside. And then he gets a little aggressive there, cross-check. But once again, Woodward showing some extra physicality, and the referee's letting it go. Puck flipped up in the air, but knocked down by Bird. Sends it to Mackay on the left wing. Mackay drops it for Herzog, tries to dance around Labonte, and just has to play it down low. Keep possession, but now the Elks are able to steal it away. It's Roy, carries it across the blue line. He can't handle that puck. He's giving him trouble the whole way down the ice. The wrestler is able to clear, and now pass well out of the reach of Roy. Ends up on Bird's stick. Stretch pass from him to Calvin Dicker as he tips it forward with McCluskey on the forecheck. James now sends it to Dicker down low, and now McCluskey in front, and he scores! Scotty McCluskey makes it 5-2 for the Rustlers as he bangs one home right at the top of the crease. And the Rustlers continue to roll through this round robin, taking a 5-2 lead over the Elks with 7.5 minutes to go in the second period.
Let's get goals from number 9, Scott McCluskey. Assistant number 86, Calvin Dicker. 7, Ty Mullet. Having a goal, 7:33. McCluskey from Dicker and Mullet at 7:33.
Now the Elks fire shot on goal. Another shot, but a save made and steered just wide, and the Rustlers bang it off the glass, and it ends up right on goal, so no icing. Stretch pass from the Elks is picked off by Ty Mullet. Played over to Houcher. Houcher loses the handle and ends up on Fisher's stick, and he just gets it in behind the net.
The next 50-50 is currently over $1,850. Do not use your chance to get a ticket.
Beatty bobbing and weaving through his own zone, trying to avoid the forecheck of Clausen. Eventually, they get it up to Gagne, and he'll carry it himself over the blue line. Tries to fire a shot, but Bird got his stick in the shooting lane. And now Whitford knocks down the stretch pass out of the air. He's got Whitney with him, and Whitney took a stick to the side of the head, but no high sticking call made. Long play in on goal. Rebound comes to Whitford, and his shot was deflected up and into the netting by the stick of Pryor. Now the Rustlers win the draw. It's Ouellette sending it up to Woodward, who flips it way up in the air. Lands right around the Elks blue line, and the Elks are the ones that get a hold of it. And now try to create some offense, but a little pickpocket by Derek Pfister puts a stop to that rush. The Elks now get it down low. The Rustlers move it around their own zone. Finding Ouellette behind the net. Carson James plays it off the boards to Pfister. Comes in with a sharp angle shot that goes off the side of the mask of Fraser. Now the Elks able to clear it. Wood coming down the right wing. Fires a quick shot, but it misses the net and rings around the boards. Beatty's able to keep it in the zone, and Wood trying to deflect a shot from the point, but didn't get much on it right at the top of the crease. And now Dicker makes his way through the middle of the ice. The Elks able to play it around to the corner and come away with it there. And then a stretch pass to Wood. Can't connect, and that's leads to an icing call. And with 4 minutes, 11 seconds left in the second period, we'll get a face-off in the Rustlers' offensive zone. Now the Elks come away with it. Wood's going to take his time, swing back in his own end. He finds Beatty. Over to Lonsberry. He can't get too deep with it. And the Rustlers pick it up in their own end. It's Bird with it now. Goes right up the middle of the ice to Dicker, but just inches out of his reach. No icing on the play. Now a loose puck behind the net. The Elks come away with it. Whitney getting it to Whitford. Herzog battling through the pressure there, trying to get the pass across the way to Woodward. But the Elks able to come away with the puck. It's Whitney around the outside. A couple chances at it. The puck goes up over the net. And now a sharp angle shot, but good save made by Pryor there as well. Now it's knocked down out of midair, giving Herzog a chance to enter the zone. Mackay was there trying to tap it in the back door, but it was in a little too tight to the goaltender. 2 minutes, 38 seconds left in this second period. Now we got an ice issue in the crease. The officials are going to add a little water and slush to that chunk out of the ice and clean things up. Looks like we're all good to go. Linesman Sheldon Johnson in to drop the puck, and the Rustlers win it. But the Elks quickly steal possession away, and it's Roy playing it into the corner. Karbuszewski centering pass finds no one, but Lonsberry gets hold of the loose puck. But now the Rustlers are going to be able to clear, and the Elks have to regroup. Fisher now at his own blue line, plays it back to Berg. And the Rustlers chip it into the offensive zone. But the Elks get it back, and now Gagne down the left side. Gets it knocked off his stick by Ouellette. Lonsberry picks it up, fires, but Clausen with a good shot block. And now Houcher was nearly off to the races. So that pass didn't get to him in time. Hamilton along the boards now gets it to Pfister. And that shot caught Fraser a little awkwardly, but he made the save. And the Elks cleared down the ice. And we get an icing call with 1:25 remaining in the second period. Gagne wins the draw, but the Rustlers steal it away in the corner. But they quickly turn it over once again, and now the Elks have numbers, and Wood fires a hard shot. The rebound ends up going straight up in the air and landing on top of the net, and the referee blows a whistle. Wood fired an absolute rocket up high off the shoulder of Pryor. And if he was any further out of his crease and that puck popped straight up in the air like that, it would have come back down in the net. Rustlers played off the boards. And that's not deep enough for icing, the linesman says. As we're in the final minute now. And Loschowski slides it forward but doesn't get enough juice on it. And Carson James picks it up and chips it into the offensive zone. And now Coots took a tumble, losing an edge in the corner. But his team is able to come away with the puck. Whitney has it now. Steps in and just puts one on goal along the ice. Looking for anything to happen. And now we got fisticuffs. Ori Wood going at it with Connor James. That got fiery in a hurry. With 30 seconds remaining in the second period, Ori Wood and Connor James kind of snapped on each other. And they're both going to head to the box, presumably a pair of roughing penalties, but we'll see. Oh, there's going to be an extra Elk heading to the box, so it's going to be a Bison's power play. Got to think a pair of roughing is on either roughing penalty on either player, and maybe an extra roughing on Wood for instigating that shenanigans. I'm not sure. So the Rustlers with a 2-minute power play here, but only about 25 seconds left in the period.
Ori Wood, 2 minutes for roughing. Number 39. Calvin Loschowski, 2 minutes for slashing.
So Loschowski got a slashing penalty. That's why he also went to the box.
2 minutes for roughing.
So the Rustlers working on the power play here. Bird carries it around the zone. Slides one in front, and they bury it. Jetland Coucher scores once again and puts the Rustlers up 6-2 with 4 seconds left in the second period. With 4 seconds left in the period, that's going to be about all we see before the intermission. As the horn blows and the Rustlers head to the dressing room with a 6-2 lead after 40 minutes of hockey. They'll rest up and come back out for the third and final period of the round robin here at the Provincial Championships, as they look to go undefeated through the round robin Thursday, Friday, Saturday en route to the gold medal game on Sunday afternoon. But we're going to take a break for the intermission. We'll be back soon for the start of the third period. Don't go far. Welcome back for the third period as we get underway here. The Elks win the opening draw. The Rustlers holding on to a strong 6-2 lead after 40 minutes to play. The Elks looking to change that quickly here, and Labatt just rung one off the outside of the post. Starting off the period with a good scoring opportunity. The Elks throw one out in front. But the Rustlers get to the loose puck first. And Mackay sends it up to Bird. Crosses the blue line. Feeds it to Mackay down to the corner, but he gets pinched out of the play. Now Bird gets crunched against the boards. Rustlers still refusing to give up the puck. Mackay with it. Feeds it to Berg on the other side. His shot goes wide. The Rustlers send it down low. They're going to go for a partial line change. Not able to keep it in the blue line, and a smart move by Cody Woodward there not to play the puck because there was too many men on the ice. The Rustlers get it in deep. Now Leszczowski gains the zone and cuts to the middle of the ice, but he lost control of the bouncing puck. The Rustlers batted out to mid-ice. Now they have it here, playing it off the glass. Into the corner where Fraser comes out to play it. Now cross-ice pass looking for Fisher, but Leszczowski got in the way of that, knocking the puck out of midair. Whitney loses an edge as he was about to cross the blue line. Now Coots has it, trying to feed Whitney, but couldn't handle that pass. Icing waved off as Gagne was the first one to get there. The Rustlers gather the puck and come up ice. It's McCluskey putting a long shot on goal. Blocker save made by Fraser. And now a chance out in front is an innocent shot from the boards just put on goal, and the rebound ended up hitting McCluskey right in the chest and almost went in. Now Beatty carries over the blue line, chips it into the corner. Berg's there to reverse course, and Stabler wasn't able to pick it up off the boards. The Elks have it behind their own net. They play it out to mid-ice. But nothing doing there, and the Rustlers dump it in. Elks going to try again. It's Stabler feeding it up to Roy. He's got a foot race with Josh Bird. The two come together in the corner. And now Stabler in the corner tries to shovel it out. Chance for the Elks here in tight. And a good play by Ouellette to lift the stick of Gagne. Of Karbaczewski. As he had a chance with an open net in point-blank range. Leszczowski dumps it in, letting Karbaczewski chase it down. The Rustlers able to get to it first and feed it to Clausen, who's coming down the right wing. Plays a little dump and chase. Houcher's on the other side. Fisher's with him. The Elks able to flip it up in the air and down ice.
Yeah, after 32 minutes, we've got a It is an orange ticket, ticket number 135498. That's an orange ticket, 135498.
Now, Orn sends a pass down ice to an open wing, and there's nobody there. And that's going to be an icing call against the Rustlers. Face-off will come down in Wainwright's end. Little over 4.5 minutes gone in the third period. Still 6-2 for the home team. And they win the face-off here. Bird sends it up to Clausen. Chips it out towards the face-off dot, center ice. The Elks send it in, but they're not able to scoop it up off the boards. They eventually get it at the point, and it's Beatty now firing one, but Bird got in the way of that. Now stretch pass to Fisher is out of his reach, and it's going to be an icing call again against Wainwright. Rustlers send it around the boards after the faceoff win. Clausen chips it forward, and they're saying no icing. Is it a touch an off-point stick? Now Wood had lost an edge and ran into a teammate, allowing the Rustlers to pick up the puck. And now they're applying some pressure in the offensive zone. Connor James with a shot that got blocked. He gets it at the point once again. Slides it back to Mackay, who has to let a quick shot go to avoid Gagne, who was there trying to steal the puck away. And now Wood picks it up. It's a long shot on goal from the neutral zone. Stabler gets it knocked off his stick. Wood in the corner now. Tried to play it over to Gagne around the boards, but Connor James got a stick on it. And now sends it up to Mackay, who's got some space. He tries to feed Woodward across the ice, but good defensive play made there by Coots. The Rustlers have to regroup all the way back in front of their own net.
Congratulations to Mr. Ty Murray.
And now they turn it over. And the Rustlers almost gave up a scoring opportunity, but get the puck right back and come flying down the other way. It's Josh Berg on the chase, but the Elks able to ring it around the boards. Berg dumps it in before going for a line change. And the Elks able to get it out of the zone. Busky now down the left wing. He'll play it into the far corner. Looking for Dicker to go hunt it down. But the Elks are able to get it moving. Lonsbury loses it in his skates, though, and now we got a whistle upcoming. It's going to be a high sticking against Calvin Dicker, and the Elk Point Elks will get a power play chance here. 12:37 remaining in regulation. And the Elks will play the next 2 minutes of it, or less, with an extra man. Laschowski can't handle that pass. The puck trickles into the neutral zone, so he's got to hustle to avoid the forecheck from Pfister. He gets it to Beatty, who sails down the left wing, cuts to the outside, and then drops the pass back. Now Laschowski at the point. He sends it down low. Nobody in position to get there for the Elks. The Rustlers are able to clear the zone all the way down the ice. 12 minutes remaining in this game. And the Elks, if they have any kind of chance, need to cash in on this power play, one would think. But they're not going to do that on this rush, and they're not going to do that at all because they just took a penalty of their own. Laschowski caught with a hook as Connor James was off to the races on a breakaway. And Laschowski just got up in his business and hauled him down. Now we got 4-on-4 hockey for the next minute and 10 seconds. Rustlers win the draw. Mackay puts it down in front of the net, but Herzog was tied up and couldn't get a stick on it. Berg from the point now. Just plays it in low. Herzog's there to pick it up in the corner. Now Ouellette at the point. Goes across the way to Berg. He's not able to handle the pass, and now the Elks come the other way. It's Whitney carrying it through the neutral zone. He's got Labonte with him. He tries to split the D, and he nearly does, but loses the handle on the puck at the last second. Labonte picks it up along the boards. Skates all the way around the top of the zone by himself. Tries to cut to the net. But isn't able to get there, and then the puck goes down to play into the Rustlers bench. 5 seconds left in the Calvin Dicker penalty, standing and ready to go, and then the Rustlers will have 51 seconds of power play time before we get back to full strength. Quick shot from Wood, but it sails just over the net, and now Dicker returns to the ice. Dicker carrying it now, feeds it up to Woodward. That gets knocked off his stick. And Horn collects it in the neutral zone. Feeds it to Woodward, who goes flying around the defender and tucks one home. Bryce Woodward makes it 7-2 with the power play marker. With 10:07 remaining in the third period, and the Rustlers putting this one out of reach for the Elk Point Elks, who looks like they're going to have to settle. Looks like they're going to have to settle for a spot in the bronze medal game.
Wainwright set of goals, scoring power play. His second of the game by number 66, Bryce Woodward. Assist to number 91, Cole Howard.
Houcher now carries it across the line, feeds it all the way across to Fisher. He looked poised to make this an 8-2 game, but he got knocked off the stick at the very last second. Karbaczewski puts a sharp angle shot on net, steered wide by Pryor. And now Fisher plays it to an open wing, and Connor James is going to be able to get there. Little one-handed play to tap it off the boards into himself, and he dumps it in deep into Elks territory. And now they come the other way. It's Gagne carrying the puck, steps right around Fletcher. And a nice move, but a good save made by Pryor, holding on for a face-off here. Rustlers win the draw, and it's Ouellette with the puck behind the net. A sharp pass to Dicker, and he shovels it forward to McCluskey. He crosses the blue line on the left wing. Backhand pass to Dicker, right on the money. What a good save made by Fraser. Now Dicker receives the pass, carries across the blue line, but Beatty steals that away from him and turns it up ice himself. Steps around Herzog, crosses the blue line, fires a shot right in the chest of Pryor. He can't control the rebound, but the Rustlers are able to clear it. And now Lonsberry from the neutral zone. He'll dump it in. He and Whitford are chasing it down. But Berg was able to clear it into an open space. And now Mackay coming in. He fires one low blocker side. Can't beat Fraser, and the Elks pick up the rebound. Woodward gets it stolen away from him, and the Elks try to quickly turn it up ice in transition, but the pass was out of their reach, and the Rustlers able to clear it. 8 minutes to go in this third period. And now it's Whitney. Carries it across his own blue line, gets it to Labonte. Cuts to the middle of the ice, looking to fire a shot, but Connor James had a stick. Right in the wheelhouse of Labont, who couldn't get a shot off. Now the Rustlers come up ice, and that's going to be offside. They're going to have to tag up. So the Elks have some time to be a little patient, but they don't have much time left on the clock to mount a comeback. Wachowski with it now. He'll dump it in, but it goes into the crowd. And it looks like he caught a fan right in the side of the head. But she looks like she's going to be okay. She was shaking her head, yes. Nodding that she was all right. Got her a little firmly, but she seems to be no worse for the wear down there. So we get a face-off. Karbashewski chips it up the boards, trying to find Wood, but Pfister's there to steal it away. Hamilton can't step around Lonsbury. Now the Elks get the puck back, and it's Gagne moving it up ice. He steps into a wall of a few Rustlers players and can't sneak past them. So now Wainwright turns it up ice. And we got a penalty upcoming. It's going to be a roughing call. That's going to be against Karbashewski. So the Rustlers holding on to a 5-goal lead with 6.5 minutes to go. We're going to have 2 minutes of power play time. Elks win the draw here. And it's Beatty sending it down the ice.
2 minutes for roughing. 6:37. Karbashewski.
And a lot of pressure
6:37.
making its way onto the net there. So Austin Pryor holds on for the faceoff. As time starts to tick down on the Elks in this round robin. As we wrap things up tonight in round robin play, gold medal game and bronze medal game to be played tomorrow at 11 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. Good play by Bird to hop over the sprawling Elks player and retain possession of the puck, but the ensuing one-timer from Fisher was way over the net. Oucher with it now. Sends it to Ouellette. He gets knocked down, but he gets the puck into the zone anyway. Oucher with the shot, but it's blocked. And now Dicker on the half wall. Gets it to Fisher. Over to Connor James. Back to Fisher on the point. Now to Ouellette. Ouellette with the wrist shot. Looking for a redirect. He got one from Oucher, but the save was made. And now plenty of chances here for the Rustlers. Ouellette with that shot. Somehow didn't hit anything in the rafters as it went about 60 feet in the air. Dropped right back down cleanly onto the ice. McCluskey along the half boards now. Controlling the play. Gets it to James. Back to McCluskey. Back to James now. And he takes a shot right in the chest of Fraser. No traffic in front. And he holds on to that one pretty easily. 4:57 remaining in this game. 20 seconds left in the Rustlers' power play.
Hey, what's your last name? Okay.
Now the puck rolls all the way down the ice and ends up in the crease of Pryor. He holds on to that one for the faceoff. So it's looking like the 11 a.m. game tomorrow is going to be the Elk Point Elks and the Spirit River Rangers. That game in the round robin ended in an Elk Point 4-3 victory. And it's going to be the Siksika Buffaloes and the Wainwright Rustlers in the gold medal game at 2:30 p.m. And the result of that one in the round robin was last night. The Rustlers winning, I think it was 7-3, but I have to look that up to confirm. Either way, it was a one-sided victory in favor of the Rustlers. So unless a miracle happens in the next 4 minutes and 2 seconds for the Elks, that's what tomorrow's schedule is going to look like. We'll be right here on YouTube streaming those games and bringing you all the action live from here at Vision Credit Union Arena in Wainwright as we wrap up the provincial championships. Another chance for the Rustlers there, and Bryce Woodward wasn't able to put that one home. Puck goes up and into the netting. We'll line up for a face-off here. Rustlers working around the offensive zone. Herzog sends it to Mackay in the corner. He looks to pass it out in front, but off the mark as Woodward was higher in the slot. Nifty little pass from Woodward. And a gorgeous play. Oh my goodness. The Rustlers put together a highlight reel goal to extend this to an 8-2 hockey game. It was a nifty passing play from Roulette. Sent it up to Woodward and a nice little backhand pass to Mackay. Mackay sent it to the middle of the ice to Herzog. Over to
We're going to take goals. Number 18, Ross Herzog. Assistant number 3, Cody Bird.
Yeah, over to Cody Bird, and then
Time of that goal,
got the goaltender moving.
Herzog.
Sent it right back to Herzog. And now the officials are going to make sure things don't get too out of hand here, and they're going to send a pair of guys for roughing. It's going to be Fisher for the Rustlers. And it's going to be Longsbury for the Elks. Just to keep things in check here as time winds down in a blowout game. Elks win the faceoff, and as Beatty was trying to exit the zone, he got tripped up, and we got a delayed penalty coming against the Rustlers. Karpaszewski works it in deep, and as the Rustlers touch the puck, the whistle will blow. It's going to be tripping as Trevor Clausen makes his way to the box. 2:39 left in the game, and the Elks now get a 2-minute power play. Maybe try and work on a few things before tomorrow's bronze medal game.
Wainwright penalty to number 6, Trevor Clausen. 2 minutes for tripping.
Battle behind the net, and the Elks come away with it. Beatty's just going to keep it in deep. Lamont sends it over to Whitney. Back to Beatty at the point. Back to Whitney, top of the circle. Sends it down low. It's Lamont down there. Now Liszczewski. Woods parked right in front of the net. Lamont gets it back to Liszczewski. There's no shooting lane. Good penalty kill by Mullet. And now a long shot from Beatty is redirected into the corner by the blocker of Pryor. Lamont fires one way over the net. That one's going to ring around the boards, but Liszczewski's able to keep it in the zone. But he fumbles that one a little bit, and Loses it as Ouellette picks it up and just chips it lightly off the boards. Beatty picks it up and turns on the Jets, dropping it there for LeBond at the point. He turns and fires, but that one catches Whitford right in the pants. And now Whitney loses an edge along the boards. And the Rustlers flip it up in the air down the ice. Elks have trouble entering the zone, but Roy picks it up here now, crosses the blue line, and gets absolutely dumped along the boards. Shot from Wood is blocked before it gets to the net. And now a loose puck in front almost got deflected off Fletcher's skate and into the Rustlers' goal. Beatty fires a hard shot that's blocked by Horn, and the Rustlers clear the zone as we're down to 45 seconds left in this one. Back to full-strength hockey as we play out this final minute of play. Coots will dump it into the far corner. Ouellette was there waiting for it. The Rustlers just chip it forward. They're content. Just keeping it out of their zone for a while as the time ticks down in this game. Ouellette with a big hit in the final seconds of this one, and now Carson James fires a shot that goes wide. And that's going to do it for this one. The Rustlers go undefeated in the round robin, 3-0 in 3 games in the Hockey Alberta Senior AA Provincial Championship Tournament. They win this one 8-2 against the Elk Point Elks, and they line up to play the Siksika Buffaloes tomorrow at 2:30. 11 a.m. will be the bronze medal game between the Elk Point Elks and the Spirit River Rangers. These two teams will line up on their blue lines, and we'll be announcing player of the game honors before we call the night here and rest up and prepare for some morning hockey tomorrow.
Player of the game for Elk Point, number 21, Brenton Beatty.
Beatty has had a heck of a tournament. Man is a workhorse on the blue line, and was awarded appropriately with player of the game tonight.
Number 66,
And Bryce Woodward with a pair of goals for the Rustlers tonight. Gets player of the game for the winning side. Both those players given a nice cold 4-pack of tall boys from, can't remember what it's called now. Moonlight Bay Brewing. We're going to say it's that because I can't remember off the top of my head. But anyway, that's your players of the game, and it's an 8-2 victory for the Rustlers. They're going to head home and rest up for a big gold medal game tomorrow at 2:30. We'll be here in the morning, ready for puck drop at 10 a.m. for the bronze medal game. Hopefully you can join us for some Easter Sunday hockey here in Wainwright. Until then, enjoy the rest of your night. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the morning.